Yeah, here in this point 49, I am going to list you different formulas related to the quadrilaterals. Some formula I may use the concepts related to the properties of triangles. So these are the basic quadrilaterals and their formulas. Say a rectangle whose area is L into B. A square, I think we all know about square, all the sides are equal and all the angles are 90. Its area is side into side, S square. And a parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite sides are parallel. And for that parallelogram, if the length of the base is B and the height means distance between these two parallel sides is H, then its area is base into height. Okay? For triangle it is half base into height, whereas for parallelogram it is just base into height. Then coming to the rhombus. Yeah, for the rhombus, diagonals you just take them as D1, D2. Two diagonals and their lengths as D1, D2 and one side is S. Area is half D1, D2, okay. But in rhombus diagonals are perpendicular. Since diagonals are perpendicular, if you apply Pythagorean result for that, you have D1 square plus D2 square is equals to 4S square. Then coming to a kite. Kite means it looks like in the shape of kite actually. So for kite, these two sides are equal, these two sides are equal. There is a small difference between rhombus and kite. Some people may get confused related to these two. Rhombus in the sense all sides are equal, and whereas coming to kite, only adjacent sides are equal. And in this kite again diagonals are perpendicular, so its area is half D1, D2. And whereas the last figure is the trapezium, where one pair of opposite sides are parallel. These two are parallel and their lengths are A and B. Distance between their parallel sides is H and its area is half H of A plus B. So all these are the formulas related to the quadrilaterals from plane mensuration. Okay, I think you all learnt about these formulas in mensuration chapter. Okay, but just I am listing here. Okay, have a look. So just have a look at once. Okay, areas related to the quadrilateral. In the previous bit A, I mentioned you areas related to all the different types of usual quadrilaterals like rectangle, square, rhombus, parallelogram and trapezium. Now I have a quadrilateral ABCD. It is not a parallelogram. So it is not a rectangle, square or rhombus. It is not a kite and it is not a trapezium. It is a quadrilateral, just it is. Quadrilateral in the sense if it has four sides, it is a quadrilateral. So it is just a quadrilateral. And if the sides of the quadrilateral are ABCD, then you can write that S is equals to A plus B plus C plus D by 2. And if S is that A plus B plus C plus D by 2, then area of this quadrilateral is given by this particular formula. Look there, S minus A into S minus B into S minus C into S minus D minus A, B, C, D cos square alpha. We find it using different concepts of properties of triangle, and this is the area. Right? And here you may get a doubt that what is alpha, and that alpha is sum of opposite angles by 2 from the quadrilateral. Here we have angle A and it is angle C. So if you add these two angles divided by 2 is alpha. Let's say, or you just add B and D divided by 2. Any one of those two you can take, and you just replace that alpha there, you will get the area. So it's a normal quadrilateral. If that quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, I am repeating, if that quadrilateral is inscribed, you just observe the word inscribed. If the quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, then it becomes a cyclic quadrilateral. Cyclic quadrilateral means if the quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, we call it as a cyclic quadrilateral. And for cyclic quadrilateral, sum of opposite angles is 180. It's a regular idea from the plane geometry. So opposite angle sum A plus C is 180, opposite angle sum B plus D is 180. Then this is area for a regular quadrilateral, and you need to modify it for a cyclic quadrilateral. How can we modify it? Just by using this A plus C and B plus D as 180. So you get alpha as 90. If alpha is 90, cos 90 is 0. So you don't have this particular term. So this is the area. Root S minus A, S minus B, S minus C, S minus D is the area. Right, you just leave it. And whereas coming for the next thing, there the quadrilateral is circumscribed about a circle. Here the quadrilateral is inscribed. There the quadrilateral is circumscribed. Since quadrilateral is outside, we say that quadrilateral is circumscribed about a circle. Then in that case, again we have this beautiful thing from the plane geometry that A plus C is equals to B plus D. Sum of the lengths of the opposite sides are equal in such case. See, observe the slight difference. Here no connection with the circle. Here circle is outside, and in this diagram circle is inside, and here sum of the opposite sides are equal. Okay, and in that case area is root ABCD sine alpha. Again use the same formula. Alpha is the same, A plus C by 2 and B plus D by 2. In this formula you just apply that condition. A plus C is equals to B plus D. Use A plus C is equals to B plus D in simplifying S, and then in simplifying this square root you will get that root ABCD sine alpha. That simplification is somewhat algebraic and bit lengthy. We don't need it actually. To solve the problems we need the formula, and I am listing. Okay. From there you have that root ABCD sine alpha. And after that, one more special thing, a quadrilateral is there which is inscribed in a circle and circumscribed about a circle. Look there. This is my quadrilateral ABCD, and one circle is inside, another circle is outside. Then in such case, its area is directly root ABCD, where ABCD are the lengths of the sides, and directly the area is root ABCD. So depending on the problem, first of all we need to read the question. How it is there? Quadrilateral is inscribed, then use this one. If quadrilateral is circumscribed, then use this one. If a circle is inside and another circle is outside, then use this one. Or in a general case, use this formula. Or if it is a special quadrilateral like rectangle, square, rhombus and parallelogram, use the formulas which I listed in 949A. Okay, just observe everything. Okay, this is something related to the areas of quadrilaterals. Okay, have a look. So just have a look. A small point related to the cyclic quadrilateral which helps you in solving some problems is just Ptolemy's theorem, and we discuss its proof in plane geometry. Okay, and according to Ptolemy's theorem, if a quadrilateral is inscribed in a circle, and that means it's a cyclic quadrilateral, then product of the diagonals, AC is one diagonal, BD is the other diagonal, its product is equals to sum of the products of the opposite sides, AB into CD plus BC into AD. Okay, this is simply cyclic quadrilateral. If you have the lengths ABC, all the four sides of the quadrilateral, then easily you will get the product of the diagonals. Okay, just have a look about this.